It's not just GOP demanding Biden Jack Bergman, who was the first to tweet word on something that landed on Lake Huron, and thanks you so much for getting involved. DirecTV Fox News Channel. It's not just GOP demanding Biden congressman, because of course we don't want to jump to conclusions because Lucas Tomlinson just reports it or is unnecessary. Cause alarm, but what can you tell? DirecTV Fox News Channel, what's going on with us? I can tell you that about 2 hours ago I got a call from the OSD telling me that an F-16 came down with a full headshot, and we were like, it's like you're at a height about 20,000 feet, and at that point I asked what the plan was to recover the delivery. They said they were working on it and would come back, but the bottom line is human life or property because it went into delivery. The water of Lake Huron is very cold this time, so they have to use divers with special focus gear and hover at 20,000 feet. For how quickly you think they are recovering? Read more. U.S. confirms, high-altitude object, taken down over Alaska, and start to gather information from that anything suggested by the Department of Defense in terms of swift action, and unfortunately, because of what's happening here in Alaska, 10 days or so, or we are getting better. So because we realize that there are structures in our sovereign territory that we have to deal with, and deal with them directly. Is there something in the frequency? I mean, is there a reason why it at least appears we and just the normal and ordinary American public that it seems to be happening so quickly and suddenly? So what has changed other than the fact that maybe there is, but is there more activity, or is there just something going on where we are now doing our work for the Department of Defense, especially the Northern Command, because of this single head in Colorado Springs? There is a quarter that today sees that they have to communicate more with They tell the American people and us, because what we want to know is what the average American average is. That's exactly what I meant when I asked what has changed in terms of transparency. And of course, the White House to let us all Americans know what's going on, but everything that's happening is being broadcast in real time to right back to Beijing. So how do you walk that fine line of letting us know? Again, to give some insight into what's going on, but also to China what we know, and so they can pick and telegraph what our next move might be. Under the control of another country other than their own country, they are looking there. Read more. Ron DeSantis joins GOP chorus targeting DirecTV for, and do they know exactly what we're doing? So the point is, what do we need outside of the administration that we haven't been exposed to make sure everyone, and I mean it, anyone who has actually put me in some air in North America, knows that this is not a good strategy, because we will be defending our space. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau and President Biden decided to shoot, I believe it was yesterday, DirecTV Fox News Channel when they turned 6 yesterday. I'm exploring the time because it's happening so fast, but so big they're working together like this. But what's going on talking about China? If it's China, here is where we are working under this assumption, because some of them have been identified as Chinese operated objects. What is China's response? I keep saying how entangled we are with China in business. On the trade front, how do you punish a country like that to make sure they know that this first step is not going to be well received? DirecTV Fox News Channel.